In 2018, Syngneta Seedcare, together with the Africa Middle East Sustainability Team, established an innovative initiative within the Zambian seed industry to enable compliance with local standards and adoption of global best practices around waste management. A simple and robust solution was needed for the wide variety of hazardous waste generated by the seed industry in an environment where poor waste management practices such as burying and burning are commonplace.
At our production facility, we generate quite a lot of waste in terms of used bags, in terms of expired seeds, in terms of empty chemical containers that we use for our seed treatment activities. And generally, we've got also some other type of waste that we generate. And yeah, we've not had a perfect way to dispose the waste until recently. So that has been quite a real challenge on our side. We never knew exactly what to do with it, but we had to keep it. And that also became a constraint because a lot of warehousing space was being taken, and also difficult to manage it because we need to make sure that it's kept safely and secure.
Equally a big concern for companies, because let's face it, companies like ourselves and others, when it comes to manufacturing and the processing of our products, we're world class. We lead the world in terms of how we manage all of that. A lot of the challenges we have is post-sale or post-distribution of our products, be it in Africa or other parts of the world.
In 2018, the government of Zambia, through the Zambia Environmental Management Agency, enforced a new extended producer responsibility regulation that called for anyone whose activities generate waste to take responsibility and employ measures essential to minimize that waste through treatment, reclamation, reuse, recovery, or recycle.
Those seeds are treated with chemicals. So you are looking at chemicals as part of the products that have been listed under the extended producer responsibility schedule, as well as the containers that are used to actually store those chemicals or to contain those particular chemicals. So the seed industry is required to register under the extended producer responsibility, and under that registration, they're expected to put in a strategy on how they're going to actually manage the waste that will be resulted from the seed, as well as the containers, the empty containers of the chemicals. How are they going to take care of it?
It's at the moment where we started to make plans for Zambia, and we saw opportunity to grow, but significantly. And of course, the more we will grow, the more the waste linked with our business will grow. Second, we tried to introduce to Zambia our global PAS offer, product application services. We were quite good with products, with recent registrations we got. In terms of application, we're quite present with Wayne visiting all the sites regularly. And under the services, we thought, okay, what do we put here? And then this waste management became as, hey, that would fit very nicely in there. And lastly, I've been working in Africa now for 4 years, and this waste management has been in my head for some time. It's aligned with our values in Syngneta, sustainability, it's a big push we have, good growth plan. So when you put the three together, the increasing need, the PAS, the sustainability commitment we have to the world, it was obvious we had to start this.
The companies involved are well aware and they handle this very well. However, we need to build upon the efforts being done now with the more global approach of this waste management in terms of the seed industry, because the seed industry deals with the processes that handle chemicals, processes that handle packaging materials, processes that handle expired seeds and so forth. All these, they are accumulating in huge quantities now. So we need a proper professional conduit that can actually help us to dispose of these materials that can contaminate our environment.
Syngneta Seedcare is working with local consultants, Tandem, and with the Zambian seed industry to implement the Sustainable Waste Management Program in line with Zambian laws and global best practices.
Tandem and Seedcare came together to bring the industry to collectively work towards a solution under the common umbrella of ZASTA, which is the Zambian Seed Trade Association. The solution itself involves working closely and forming a partnership with a reliable company, that's Lafarge Geocycle, who's able to collect and dispose of hazardous waste through co-processing in their cement kiln.
All waste is collected by a licensed and approved transporter contracted by Geocycle. Geocycle follows global best practice aligned with their network in over 50 countries and disposes hazardous waste through co-processing in Lafarge cement kilns. Over 180 cement plants worldwide follow this process of high-temperature incineration, where residual ash becomes cement and emissions are strictly monitored in line with international standards.
The emissions coming from the burning of the waste from the kiln are consistently monitored from the central control room to ensure that we're not polluting our environment and the nearby neighborhoods and the nation as a whole.
Since this project started, Geocycle has co-processed 2,816 tons of seed, 6,604 empty containers, 117.4 tons of expired chemicals, and 20 tons of seed bags.
Going forward, the focus will be on developing value-adding solutions for the hazardous waste. So, for example, developing a digital logistics platform that can track the movements of waste, enabling recycling of plastics, things like your containers in your bags, and converting the seed into something valuable such as biofuels. We'll also be continuously working with ZEMA and ZASTA to roll out the program across the country and look at other countries in the region that are having similar challenges to see how we can replicate there. With Seedcare customers, we'll aim to bring them up to a global best practice level and make sure that they're all following the 5 golden rules. And overall, Tandem aims to continuously innovate in the space and work towards a more circular economy in developing regions.
If we want to operate in Zambia for long, we can't let this ignored, so we have to address it. Second, compared to Bayer seed growth or Cotiva, it makes a big difference because at the moment we are addressing the problem while they are clearly not. They're not visible even. And then in terms of trust, they see we are here not only to sell products but also to keep agriculture viable, to have a sustainable agriculture in Zambia. So clearly, yes, it's an advantage for the business.
This innovative initiative is enabling the Zambian seed industry to responsibly manage their hazardous waste in line with local and global standards and contributing to the sustainability of this industry in Zambia. Seedcare is walking the talk and leading the way in stewardship in the Africa Middle East region. This example of partnering with industry for success is a great illustration of Syngneta's Good Growth Plan initiative.
For us as ZEMA, we are interested in what's happening because it's part of actually a solution for the extended producer responsibility. And as a regulator, I think we're really impressed with what's happening.
So this project is being spearheaded by Seedcare, and we thank Seedcare for this wonderful initiative.
From all the feedback we're getting, the rest of the industry and indeed CropLife have all acknowledged that Syngneta has been a big driver to pull this initiative together.
A big thank you from the Tandem team. We've really appreciated working on this project with Seedcare and the freedom that we've been given to innovate and develop new ideas and solutions in the space.
Yeah, we're really impressed that Seedcare has put their money where their mouth is and has really taken the lead in pushing for solutions.
Yeah, and what is definitely fantastic about this is that it is not a siloed approach, just one company, but that the whole industry came together and that Seedcare made this possible to make this an industry-wide initiative. Thanks.